What's going on, guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and we're here with Rick Mazur, President and CEO of Forum Energy Metals. It's a pleasure to have you on today, Rick. How are you doing?
Hey, doing great. Thanks for the invite, Aaron.
Yes, I'm excited to be talking about the company today, especially the uranium sector. So can you start by giving us a brief introduction to the company, along with telling us a little bit more information about the company and everything that you do?
Sure. So Forum Energy Metals is listed on the TSX Venture Exchange. The symbol is FMC, and we're over-the-counter QB in the United States, FDCFF. We're a Canadian exploration company focused on the energy metals, the ones that are going to be very important for the energy transition that we're undergoing here. Uranium, number one, for nuclear energy. Copper, which is used for the transmission of electricity. And nickel and cobalt, which are battery metals that are used for electric vehicles. That's our focus.
Yeah, it's definitely an exciting sector to be in. So let's focus on your uranium project. So Forum Energy Metals announced that it has completed 7 drill holes for 2,031 meters on its 100% owned Wollaston Lake project. Can you tell us more about this exciting news?
Yeah, well, the Wollaston Lake project is 100% owned. It's in the Athabasca Basin of Saskatchewan, which is the richest place on earth for uranium, really, and that's why we're there. So the results we released last week are from this property that is very well located nearby two uranium processing facilities in the Athabasca Basin. And the results that we got from all the regional work that we've done over the last 2 years and this first phase of drilling has given us a really good idea of where to focus our future drilling activities.
So what makes Forum such a unique uranium company, along with highlighting, management and their experience?
Well, we've been exploring in the Athabasca for many years now, over 15 years, with a very strong technical team led by Dr. Rebecca Hunter. She just recently joined the team. I'm really pleased that she has come to Forum to help us out with our great projects, 9 drill-ready uranium projects in the Athabasca Basin. And she was the project manager for Cameco for about 12 years. And she made some very significant discoveries of uranium in the Thelon Basin of Nunavut. Two major discoveries, which Forum now owns.
That's something that we're going to be talking about. The company's focused on the Athabasca Basin, and any uranium investor knows about that. But let's talk about Nunavut, because this is something that most people don't know much about. So can you tell us more about this new area you're in and how it has the potential to become a completely new uranium district?
Yeah, well, the 2 deposits that Rebecca discovered while she was working at Cameco are now owned by Forum. During the downturn in uranium in the last decade, Cameco dropped the ground and we picked it up by staking. So the 2 deposits have already been identified, and we can just pick up where Cameco left off. They spent a lot of money exploring in that basin because they believe, as do we, that the Thelon Basin in Nunavut is a geological equivalent to the Athabasca. And we believe that there are many large deposits yet to be discovered in that part of Canada. So we have a very, very strong strategic property position right next door to an existing uranium development project called Kigavik that is owned by Orano, the French nuclear corporation. This is a really exciting part of Forum's portfolio.
It's an exciting time to be in that area. So uranium has had a very nice run over the last year or so. We really saw the market start to pick up. Seems to have stabilized now, but where do you see it going from here which catalyst should we be focusing on that could potentially push the market forward?
Yeah, well, uranium had certainly a big run up in 2021 because all of the above ground uranium in inventory that was fueling the nuclear power sector dried up. So we had to start getting uranium out of the ground again at these uranium deposits around the world. So the price went up to about mid 60s, and then it's settled down to $50 now. And all markets take a pause. They don't always go up, but the fundamentals of the shortage of supply of uranium and the increasing demand for nuclear power, and 49 new nuclear reactors being built in China and elsewhere that are coming on stream is going to have a huge demand for uranium. And I think the price that's going to be reflected in the price of uranium in over the next year. We've had this channel at $50 for about 8 months now. So it's time will come to move. And the reason it has to is because I think Cameco's CFO said it best. He was in one of these interviews on another show where he said, the utilities can defer and they can delay buying uranium, but they can't avoid buying it. They need it. It's estimated with the existing reactors, and as I said, the 49 new reactors being built over the next 15 years are going to require 2 billion pounds of uranium. So we need to start now exploring for new deposits and bringing in deposits that have already been discovered.
The market is looking strong. So can you tell us more about nuclear energy's role in solving climate change?
Well, net zero carbon 2050, it's going to be a pipe dream without nuclear energy. Really, in my view, I mean, Bill Gates, I think, said it best in his book, How to Avoid a Climate Disaster, that he wrote in 2021. I don't know if anyone's read it. And I'm going to repeat it again because I've done this on other interviews, what he says. And he says that here's the one sentence case for nuclear power. It's the only carbon-free energy source that can reliably deliver power day and night, almost through every season, almost anywhere on Earth that has proven to work on a large scale. And the big thing is scale. You have to have baseload energy that runs 24/7 to power the economy of the world. We're not going to do that with wind and solar. Renewable energies have their place, but they can't do that. They can't provide baseload energy. So we've got to nuclear power is probably the best potential substitute for coal-fired power generating stations, which need to be phased out to reach this net 2050 carbon-free goal. Also, and the other thing, now that I think, we can talk about nuclear energy. There's just so much going on, but small modular reactor technology, or SMRs. Have your people research this. This in addition to the large nuclear power plants, SMRs are the wave of the future.
Thank you for that information, Rick. So, where's the best place for investors to find out more information on the company?
Well, on the company, go to our website, www.forumenergymetals.com. Our website's up to date on all of the projects. We've got a good media page that your investors can go and look at and see other videos that Rebecca and I have done. Check out some of Rebecca's videos about the technical merits of what we have as a company, because you can do all the marketing you want, but if you don't have the assets, it doesn't matter. So we've got really good, strong technical merit to our projects, and it's all about the assets.
Perfect, Rick. Well, thank you for sharing all the information on your projects. Sounds like you're going to have a busy year, so best of luck, and I look forward to hopefully having you back on in the future.
Okay, thanks, Aaron. Really appreciate it.
If you like these videos, kindly hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Drop us a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. And finally, always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. Furthermore, this video may or may not have been sponsored by the companies that we've profiled within this video, and we may or may not own shares of any of the profiled companies in this video. If you want to know the full disclosure details, check the description down below along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.